Tabitha carried within her a quiet strength, the kind that needs no fanfare to be felt. From an early age, she learned that the world isn't always kind to bodies like hers. But she chose, early on, not to bow to that. Her gaze held the weight of someone who had already weathered storms, and still chose, in spite of it all, to move through life with generosity. There was a beauty in her body that went beyond any imposed standard. Every curve seemed to tell a story of resilience, of nights when she doubted herself, and mornings when she rebuilt herself piece by piece, until she found peace with her own reflection. Tabitha didn't ask permission to exist. She occupied her space with ease. And that ease was, in itself, an act of quiet courage. Her smile disarmed people, not because of some demanded perfection, but because of the raw truth it carried. When Tabitha laughed, it was as if the weight of others' judgment vanished for a moment, leaving only genuine, warm, whole humanity behind. She knew what it was to be underestimated. She knew what it was to walk into a room and feel eyes sizing up her body before anyone even knew her story. But over time, she learned that those stares said far more about the people casting them than about who she truly was. And so, brick by brick, she built a self-worth that depended on no one's approval. Tabitha loved fiercely. She loved her friends with unbreakable loyalty, loved her family with a tenderness that healed old wounds, and loved herself with a devotion that many spend a lifetime trying to learn. She understood that self-love wasn't vanity, it was survival. It was the foundation that kept her standing when the world insisted on knocking her down. There was also, in Tabitha, a deep sensitivity to the suffering of others. She recognized the pain of those who had also been judged, who had also had to fight to feel worthy of a place in the sun. And so, wherever she went, she became a refuge, a friendly shoulder, a comforting word, a living reminder that beauty has no single shape. Her presence had something magnetic about it. It wasn't only about appearance, but about the energy she radiated, a blend of strength and softness, of determination and ease that made people feel, inexplicably, safer beside her. Life had shaped her with patience, and perhaps that's why Tabitha carried so much wisdom in her eyes. She had learned that pain, when lived through fully, doesn't embitter, it deepens. And so, between falls and rebuildings, Tabitha became not just beautiful, but whole. Today, when someone looks at Tabitha, they see far more than a body. They see a woman who decided, every single day, to love herself without apology. A woman who turned judgment into strength, and strength into inspiration for everyone who crosses her path. And it is exactly that truth, raw and luminous, that makes her unforgettable.